Welcome back to another episode of the Rock Solid Sports Podcast. Today is Tuesday, July 16th. We're back.
Very much so. Very much so back.
Officially, we have a couple sports headlines, not very much as of right now. Jalen Brunson, extension. Bronny struggles in the summer league so far. A little bit of soccer talk, not really. Dodgers got their first guy to win a home run derby. I love to hear that.
Yep.
And it was a bad weekend to be an ear in the United States. All right, let's do it.
We gonna make it, baby.
Rock solid. Rock solid. Rock solid. Rock solid. Rock solid sports.
Welcome back to this week's episode. Little sports talk, a lot of conspiracy talk at the end.
Yeah.
I'm excited. A little new for us. We're going to start off again, just get all the headlines out of the way that we might have found interesting on the sports world. Won't spend too much time on it, but to start, Jalen Brunson gets extended by the New York Knicks. Takes a huge pay cut. He took $156 million, I believe, over 4 years. $113 million less than he could have got in 2025.
Yeah, I mean, when I first hear about that, the first thing that pops into my mind is that somebody wants to win. I think if you look back at a lot of teams in history, there's always at least one guy who probably deserved a lot more money, but was willing to take a lot less because he knew that they could fill that team out a lot better. And as much as money is great and as much as you would want, if you want to really win, you have to subsidize what you are getting. And I think at the end of the day, the Knicks are kind of setting up to be a problem for the next few years. And I think just from this, it shows a great culture that they have there, that they're willing to do that, because not a lot of players are willing to do that. And I feel like if you are doing it, it's because you care and know about your teammates. And I think they're set up pretty well.
He wants to play with his friends.
Yeah.
What they say, there was no economics class at Villanova.
Yeah.
So yeah, he kind of set this up so next year Mikal Bridges can get a good enough contract so that he can stay with the team. Jamal Murray, take notes, please. This is what we need here in Denver.
Please.
Please. But yeah, no, I think it's a great move for at least the Knicks. Jalen Brunson, I mean, that $30 million extra dollars a year might come in handy living in the state of New York.
Yeah, maybe.
Especially there. But yeah, I mean, it shows the culture. It shows that he wants to play with his friends, all of his guys there, all of Villanova Knicks. So, I mean, yeah, not really much to say besides a good veteran move, I guess, by Jalen Brunson.
Very much so.
Maybe his dad, the assistant coach for the Knicks, maybe he's about to get the biggest assistant coach contract, and we just don't know it.
Yeah, maybe.
I'd like to see if that would happen or not, but probably not. But yeah, no, shout out to Jalen Brunson. I wish he was playing in the Olympics. I know he's recovering from a hand injury, but I mean, the New York Knicks will be definitely really excited for next year. Getting Julius Randle back, getting Mikal Bridges. You kind of got all your key guys locked down. It's going to be a big year for the Knicks. I mean, they might be the only team to really be able to compete with the Celtics.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking like that. I mean, we'll have to see how the little experiment with Paul George goes over with the 76ers. That's another team that immediately kind of pops out to me as a team that can maybe, compete with them. But, yeah, I think the Knicks, I think they could have given them a good run last year had they not ran into a huge injury wall there in the playoffs. But
AKA Tom Thibodeau.
Exactly. So we're going to have to just sit back and see what they want to do here.
I mean, it's something that's not really as big of a story, I think, for us, but something maybe we expected. Bronny James in the Summer League, I think he's averaging a whopping 1.8 points through 3 games. Maybe the best 1.8 points we've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't really say – I can't throw out an I told you so quite yet because it's so early. We haven't seen enough, I guess, really, of, how his career will progress. But, I mean, if you thought that he was just going to come in and play just out of his shoes, that's just not true. It's just not something that was going to happen. I think he's had a lot of hype around him, and I think if he was maybe less hyped up as much as he was, this would be more acceptable. But I feel like for the past few weeks, it's been nothing but just all this hype for him when I think a lot of people were just like, I don't think he's really going to do what everybody expects him to do. So, I don't know. He's got a long career, I think. He's a good kid. He's really athletic. So I'm hoping he does well. I'm expecting him to kind of hit a little jump here, but I don't know. It's a rough start for somebody who is kind of like really hyped up to get in the
Who
league.
shares a name with LeBron James.
Yeah.
Yeah. One person that I think has maybe seen enough, Jalen Brown. Did you see that? Jalen Brown got caught on camera saying that Bronny wasn't looking like a pro. And his girlfriend, who also got cut by a WNBA roster, ironically, said that Bronny's going to probably be playing in the G League. And Jalen Brown said, allegedly on camera, said Bronny will probably only be on the Lakers because of his name.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. I think if it wasn't for his name being what it was, I think he'd be gearing up for his second year at USC or a different school in college.
Jalen Brown, he kind of redacted his said statement on Twitter because all the jokes about the clutch vans being
Clutch
outside
Escalades.
the clutch black Escalades being outside of his house. But no, it's hard, I guess, for Bronny because, I mean, what is he, like 19 years old or something like that?
Something like that.
That's, I feel like, a terrible thing for a 19-year-old to have to go through.
Yeah.
Obviously sharing a name with one of the greatest basketball players of all time, if not the best. And you're expected to come out in summer league and, make a splash right away. And obviously that's not the case for everybody. Some guys it is, some guys it's not. That's just how it works. But it's just really terrible when the NBA is like doing this marketing where they're showing his like highlights on YouTube and it's like a 2-minute long video.
Yeah.
Just
And
one
the,
play.
and the graphic just says 2 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're kind of doing this, like they're making this worse.
Yeah, I mean, there's two sides of the spectrum. There's the side where you're LeBron James' son. You should have that like IQ going into it, and you should be playing pretty good basketball. And then there's another side which I find myself on, which is if I can just see like sparks, if I can just see flashes of something, I'm like I would consider that a success in drafting him. But as right now, we have not seen any of that. And I think G League is probably where he's going to be playing a majority of his time because he would just be a liability on the court because he doesn't, in my personal preference, I don't think he has experience. I think that's what's going to end up hurting him a lot. He doesn't have experience against really, really good players. Like he balled out in high school and then played kind of basketball at USC and then now went to the draft. It just seems super rushed for a kid who's super talented. But I just don't think he has the experience to handle it like a good NBA team.
Yeah. Do you guys think it's an overreaction so far? Or?
I don't think it's an overreaction. I think it's a warranted reaction. I think that's the reaction everyone should have when you get drafted 55 for some reason that's not known. Not his last name though, because of his great effort. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Like Jackson said, it's real early. But it's not a good start to your LeBron James son career.
2 air balls last game too.
Yeah, hey, great block on a pass. We saw that.
First block on a pass highlight out of bounds
ever
I've ever seen.
Ever.
Yeah.
Probably in the history of the sport.
Yeah. What about you, honey? Overreactions or underreactions?
I don't think it's an overreaction. I think his IQ defensively is actually not bad. I would say he does have it there. Even when he does get experience and over time, I still don't think he's ever going to be like this crazy superstar in the NBA. I think at best, sharpshooter.
I was saying, if we're going floor ceiling, what are we thinking?
Sharpshooter, the great perimeter defender.
Floor.
3-and-D.
Yeah.
The floor is the ceiling.
Yeah. Wait.
This. Yeah. I don't. Oh my god.
Floor ceiling.
Ceiling.
Ceiling. What's a ceiling?
I don't think he ever gets Clay status.
No.
Like I don't know.
Not even like just rings, but like just play.
Give me KCP ceiling.
Ceiling.
Give me a
ceiling.
JJ Redick career.
You think he's going to be I think at one point in time, whether it's early or late, he's going to be a great role player. But it's just about how long he gets there and how long he's able to stay there.
I don't think it'll be JJ Redick, though.
No.
How tall is he?
Like
6'1".
6'2". Yeah, 6'1".
Yeah,
6'2".
so I mean, he's that's small. So it's like he's gonna have to eventually pick a lane of what he wants to do. He's not gonna be able to be like his dad, who's as big as he is and as strong as he is. Like he's not gonna be able to just do everything on the court. Like he's gonna have to pick a lane, and I think that lane is gonna have to be like a defensive shooter. Like I think it's the only thing he's really gonna be able to mold in as. So yeah, I think right now maybe he's trying to do too much, and maybe that's his problem is he's trying to be this person that everybody kind of wants him to be right now, instead of just being like, I got to accept that majority of my career is probably going to be as a role player.
I'll say this too. One day, there's going to be another guy that comes along named Bryce,
Bryce
and we're
James,
going to
yeah.
forget about Bronny.
Yeah, I was just about to ask. Like Bryce,
I think Bryce is going to.
I think Bryce is going to be better as well.
Yeah.
He has the frame too, like
100%.
6'7" already, something like that.
He's tall.
He's going to grow into his body a little bit more. I think he can shoot a little better. I think Bronny even admitted
He
that.
did. He
Yeah.
told him that who'd win in a 3-point competition. He said Bryce would.
Yeah.
So
To go back to the floor ceiling, I think floor, if I'm just like thinking of it right now, RJ Hampton, terrible floor.
yeah, real bad floor.
Ceiling, Gary Harris. If somehow they can make both, he can beat both his floor and his ceiling at the same time, the Lakers might be able to trade him for Aaron Gordon one day.
Yeah.
I'm not,
Yeah.
it's not a bad like thing to look at. I mean, they would have to make two of him somehow, which I don't think is possible.
Yeah.
And one would have
LeBron
to be good and one would have to be bad.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like a lot of players don't have this. A lot of players can kind of coast on being okay through the NBA for a while. I don't think Bronny James has that window. I think it's a very small window that he has to start performing well. Because once his dad's out of the league, the Lakers are really going to not have any reason to keep him around. No team's going to want to go out and get a guy who's not great. So I think it's just one of those things where he's got 2 years to show that he can be a player on an NBA team for sure.
The Lakers might not want to keep him around, but LeBron's podcast co-host might.
Maybe.
Nepotism.
Yeah, but JJ Redick also seems to me like the guy that would tell LeBron to screw off, and he's going to run the team how he wants it.
Oh, I thought someone said something. No,
I was piggybacking you.
Yeah.
Put the team first.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I don't think he would do that. I think he would just be like, this guy sucks.
Yeah.
So he's not going to be on my team anymore.
Well, we'll see if Genie Bus has a backbone. I guess we'll find out. I guess if Bronny was, averaging 2 points, I think it's like 1.8 something. It might be a little more than that.
Mm-hmm.
If he was averaging 2 points in another sport, he could have won a Euro Cup final this weekend.
Yes, he could.
Yeah. Soccer talk.
Let's give it up to the most boring sport in the world.
Ready, go.
30 seconds of soccer talk. England won the Euro Cup. Argentina won the Copa America.
Yeah.
6
No,
seconds of soccer.
Spain won.
Spain won, that's what I meant.
Spain beat England.
For sure.
What did I say first? Did I say England?
England.
I think he
yeah.
did.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Spain
Spain
won.
did beat England. Yeah,
Yeah,
so.
well, you see, one of the bigger cups in the world, and we don't know who won.
No, I definitely
Well, we
was
got
watching the game.
10 seconds left. Messi got hurt.
Messi
That
got
looked
hurt.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Columbia fans intruded Hard Rock Stadium in Miami and got a lot of them arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Messi's
Man.
playing down to his competition in the MLS.
And
Time.
World Cup here in a few years.
And Mbappe did arrive in Real Madrid today.
He did.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was
Good.
36
job.
36 seconds of
'Kay.
soccer talk, boys.
Now for the real football. So Jordan Addison, wide receiver for the Vikings, another NFL player got arrested for a DUI.
Yeah.
I mean, what a trend here we have going in the NFL.
It's so stupid. I mean, and then I think he posted on his story today.
He did, but we can't confirm if that's a mimosa or some orange juice. It was in a very nice mimosa glass, though, I will say.
Oh, I didn't even see this.
Yeah, no, he posted a picture of him at like brunch with
Just
like
by
a big
himself.
bottle of champagne on the table.
Oh, I didn't see the
well,
champagne.
Yeah, I think that's what it looks like.
As long as his car keys weren't in the picture, I think he'll be okay.
I'm not sure exactly how it works, but I'm pretty sure whenever you get arrested, you go to pretrial.
Yeah.
I think.
You don't know how that works?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Damn, maybe only if we had some experience with that.
Yeah, don't look that up.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just think it is also crazy though. Like, not only is it stupid because you can literally pay somebody to just drive you around. Like, literally, he has enough money to pay a guy to sit in a car for as long as he wants
Yeah.
and then drive him home.
Me.
Yeah, I'll do it. But I think another thing that kind of shocks you, so I heard someone saying about it, it's like, it seems so crazy that you do that, like, right after your teammate just died in a drunk driving accident.
Like a week or two, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
And I'm like, dude, this didn't, like, snap anything in your mind. Like, I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me that people with this much money who can do whatever they want decide to do the dumbest thing possible, and then they just keep doing it and doing it. Because it's like, I think back in the day, maybe people were able to get away with somewhat of it because maybe cops didn't have, like, cameras on them, and so they were able to be like, oh, you're Jordan Addison. Let's work something out. But now they can literally look back in the footage and see you just let somebody go. So, like, I think that's why we're seeing such a higher tech in all of it, because all these cops are wearing the cameras that can show that off. But yeah, it's just stupid. I don't know why players are throwing away their career like it.
I couldn't find the lyrics fast enough, but it just reminded me of Justin Timberlake, and he has the great song Mirrors, if you don't remember. Yeah, I thought it was just be ironic. Jordan Addison and Justin Timberlake now have something in common.
They do.
What's it?
I'm looking at the
Man in the mirror. Was that Michael
that's
Jackson? That was Michael Jackson. Oh, fuck.
It's like I'm a mirror.
It's like you're my mirror. Oh.
Turn me back in.
Yeah.
There we go.
Jordan Addison and Justin Timberlake now have something in common. No, I totally agree, especially with his teammate sadly passing away, one before he even got to play an NFL snap. And this is like 2 deaths out of that Oregon team in like the last like 3 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, tough situation for the Vikings as of right now, especially Justin Jefferson getting caught up in baby mama drama today too.
Mm-hmm.
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill expecting like his 12th kid or something.
Pretty sure it's 12.
And the 5th just in
5
this year.
years.
Just this year.
Oh,
The 5th kid.
5th this year. Yeah,
Just
yeah.
this year.
And I think it
Brother.
was like 6 in the last
Wrap
2.
it
though.
up, brother.
Dude. And he has a wife now.
No, that's what I'm saying.
This kid isn't with the wife.
Wait,
Let's just get it together.
Isn't his wife pregnant and his
And
side chick is
I
pregnant
feel
too?
like at that
the
point you
same
give
time?
it the old snip and you just be like, I'm just gonna live my life and not have to worry about that.
He's trying to create a dynasty.
He might.
Yeah.
He's already got the offense.
One of them has to be as fast as he is.
Just one. He just needs one.
He just needs
He's gonna have
one.
his own football team.
Yeah, that'll pay off all the child support. Just one of them. It can
Maybe
make it.
that's what he's doing. He's making his own football team.
Yeah, 22. He's really close.
What would we call this football team?
The Cheetahs.
The Cheetahs.
The Cheetahs and Beaters. Tyreek Hill's an abuser. It's online. Sorry. Anyway, another wide receiver news.
Well, there goes any chance of us ever getting him on the show.
I don't think that was ever going to happen. Brandon Ayuk, another wide receiver, requested a trade officially from the 49ers today. Last year, I believe Debo requested a trade from the 49ers.
Yes, he did.
That never went anywhere. Do you see this going anywhere?
I don't know. He's a solid receiver. I think any team would be happy to have him. But he seems like a guy who is a true 2 and wants to get paid like a true 1. And I don't know who all is going to want to do that. And I don't know why he would want to leave San Fran right now.
One of the best rosters ever
I'd say
constructed.
the best team in the NFL right now. So that doesn't make any sense to me at all. So I don't know. I mean, someone will go out and get him if he really wants to. But I wouldn't be surprised if he was still in the red and gold when it came time to play.
I think he will be. What was the top 5 landing spots on Bleacher Report? And I think the
didn't
Denver
look at
Broncos were one of them. How would you like Brandon Ayuk to come play with your boys?
I would like it, but it doesn't make any sense at this point, I don't think.
No, not at all. But
Yeah. I mean, like, it'd be cool, but then we're going to give him all of our money and, hey, we got Brandon Ayuk, and who's throwing it to him?
Pull a little Chris Bryant.
Zach
Bo.
Wilson.
Don't even mention his name to
Bo
me right
Nix.
now.
Baby.
Yeah, him too. If they're in a quarterback competition, I don't want to hear about either of them. That's besides the point.
Zach Wilson recently engaged.
What's that got to do with me and the Broncos?
Yeah, no.
He's turned the corner.
He just told a Bronco friend that he got a ring. These guys want a ring.
Yeah, I don't know
No.
if that's ever gonna happen.
I wouldn't say
it'd be all right, but I
You
wouldn't.
don't have to look this up.
I wouldn't
I know.
prefer-
Like
I'm just looking.
I know the landing spots.
I wouldn't prefer it.
Would you take Brandon Ayuk on the Chiefs? I mean, it would never happen. But like, Rasheed Rice has had some issues this offseason. You guys really only have Hollywood Brown.
I would take him just to take him.
Yeah,
I think we're fine either way. But if the question you're asking me is what I have Brandon Ayuk, yeah.
they drafted
Great player.
Xavier Worthy, didn't they too? Or did he get traded?
No, they drafted
So you have Xavier Worthy too. Yeah, I think you guys just take Brandon Ayuk and just make him upset. You know, you guys beat him in a Super Bowl. Take their.
I don't know why he
Could
wants
be-
to leave.
I don't either.
I don't know. I think it's money.
It's the only thing that makes sense.
I think
Like,
it's money because I
I'm
think
gonna
it's same with Debo.
I mean, most people leave to go play on a good team. He's
Mhm.
leaving the good team.
He wants to go play with like the Commanders. I think. Like,
Who are we?
right hand up, Commanders. No, I think that's like he was watching film on his Instagram story of the Commanders, and I was like, bro, you're on a different roster right now. You should probably not do that. But I mean, now that he officially requested a trade, it makes sense. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if you saw the other San Francisco 49ers former wide receiver crash out this past weekend in Lake Tahoe. I don't know if any of you guys saw that.
Who?
Jerry Rice. He was
Uh-huh.
asked a question by a Chiefs reporter, ironically, asking if the Chiefs had enough wide receivers in their wide receiver room to win another Super Bowl.
I did see this.
And Jerry Rice, He threatened to beat the reporter's ass. I don't know why.
Why?
He took it, I think, as offense because he backs his Niners.
That's what I was gonna say. Didn't he say something about being like, I'm riding red and gold, or pretty much like,
Yeah.
don't ask me no questions about the Chiefs?
Yeah, he literally
It's just a
threatened.
question, relax.
He threatened to fight the Chiefs reporter.
Damn.
Yeah, he was really upset.
I
That's
think
crazy.
I think that's kind of funny.
It was funny.
I think more former athletes should start doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's no like general manager to tell him no.
Yeah. I mean, Tiger just humbled some interviewer
Yeah,
the other day
yeah.
when he was
Tiger's
asking
back.
him, like, "Hey, you should retire." And he's like, "Well, I'm exempt till I'm 60. So, can you say that?"
Yeah. What was gonna happen when you turn 60, bro? Huh? No, that's great. I think more reporters should start being held accountable.
I
Yep.
agreed.
Speaking of, this has really kind of off topic. A person that had issues with reporters in the NBA, Patrick Beverley. We kind of talked
Mhm.
about it probably like a month ago or so.
Yeah.
He just signed to a Israeli basketball team.
El
There it is. Are they subscribed to the pod?
Yes,
Okay.
they have to be now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If not, he
Did
wouldn't.
he actually?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he's
didn't know
gone.
that.
he's leaving the NBA.
Yep.
Officially.
You have to have enough
Why?
money
He
to
was
retire.
such a dominant force.
I think it really had an issue I think that issue was throwing the ball at the end of the season.
That don't surprise me.
And I think like no owner, general manager saw that and was like, we should go get this guy.
Did we see
Yeah.
contract yet? I feel like he kind of got a bag too.
Yeah, I think he got a bag to go over there.
Probably.
Israeli money. But no, I mean, that's going to be interesting to see, especially with his podcast that he has. I wonder how they're going to manage to do that.
How are they gonna stop him from saying things?
Oh, no. Just like Rowan's going to have to like either fly out all the way to
Zoom.
yeah, I mean, maybe. But he didn't like Milwaukee, his co-host, so I couldn't imagine he's going to like,
Tel Aviv.
yeah. So
forgot what
I
it's
guess we'll
actually
find
called.
out. Some news yesterday. Didn't even realize it was happening until I left the real softball game. Okay, congrats, boys, on winning yesterday.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Beautiful
Much needed.
performance.
Good win.
Playoffs are coming up.
Caden B. Miller with an absolute fucking rocket.
Nuke.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Love to see it. But the home run derby was happening. Didn't even know. Apparently the All-Star game's tonight.
Yep.
Couldn't even tell you. I think terrible marketing by the
Just
MLB
about to say.
to put this same weekend or same week as college football comes out on video games. Like,
Mm-hmm.
terrible idea. So, home run derby thoughts? All-Star game thoughts? Any Braves in there?
Yeah, Marcell Ozuna hit, I think, the longest shot in the contest. It was like 478. That was about it. And then
It's not the first time he's hit the hardest shot.
yeah, but
Oh my!
Jesus Christ.
I heard as an overall census. I didn't watch any of it. Apparently, it wasn't that great.
Yeah, I could believe that.
Like you said, I didn't even know what was going on, and that's just a part of the terrible marketing by the MLB. How did I not know
They
the
should
All-Star
just give
weekend?
them like metal bats.
Fuck it.
Like the aluminum
Steroids.
bats.
Yeah, it's weird though. Like every single summer, it's like when the home run derby and the All-Star
Yeah.
game is. But I felt like I saw no commercials for it.
Nothing.
I woke up yesterday, looked to see when the Braves were playing, and I was like, "Oh, it's All-Star break."
It's All-Star weekend. Another weird thing, their draft was like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Like, I know they do that every year, but like it's always just the weirdest thing. In the middle of nowhere, the ESPYs and then the MLB draft just happen at like the same time, and everybody's like, oh, those happen.
Yeah.
And
Why
now
not on a weekend? Why not put the ESPYs on a weekend?
it was on I think it was Thursday.
It was a Thursday night.
Yeah.
Oh my
it
God, had
was-
me crying
it
in
was-
here.
Yeah, no.
Jeez, oh.
We won't get into that. Yeah. So Braves All-Star tonight.
Yeah.
Who?
I think so. I would have to look. Like I said, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I knew it was like around this time. I just
You guys
didn't
have to
know.
have a couple
We
players.
just
in there.
have. I think Ozuna is our only position player.
And
We got a
then
couple pitchers in there.
did Chris Sale
Chris
make it?
Sale's in there. Yeah.
What a redem story for him.
Yeah.
That's
He's
awesome.
doing good. He's doing good this year.
That's awesome. Hopefully he stay healthy.
Ryan McMahon, baby. He's all we got.
Ryan McMahon.
He's all we'll ever have until we trade him away for $1.62.
No, but I did see that the home run derby wasn't very great. I mean, when you put guys like Alec Boehm, no offense to him, put guys like him in there.
Yeah.
So the lineup I think was Teoscar Hernandez, Gunnar Henderson, Ozuna was in it, and then I literally couldn't tell you anybody else.
Pete Alonso was.
Oh,
in it,
Pete Alonso's in it
but
every
he
year.
didn't do very well.
Bobby Witt Jr. is
Bobby
another
Witt Jr.,
one.
yeah.
Adolis Garcia again.
Adolis Garcia, I'm surprised he didn't.
Jose Ramirez. Alec Boehm.
Garcia was in
That
it.
was it. Yeah.
That's honestly
Did he
not.
just get caught doing steroids?
Oh.
That's- I mean, it's how it should be,
This
but-
could be.
I think
a
that
little
was just.
No,
It
this
was
was.
in Dallas too, so they had to have a Ranger in it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it was. I think it was Adolis.
Well, I'm so glad to say that Teoscar Hernandez current Los Angeles Dodger on a 1-year contract. Hopefully we extend him. He was the first Dodger ever to win a home run derby, which really shocked me.
Yeah, I feel like almost every team has had one. I don't know why, but like,
Talk about my team. We don't do shit.
I was like, do the Rockies really have him? No, it was just really shocking to hear, like, after some of these guys that we've seen in a Dodger uniform, like, ever.
yeah,
Yasiel Puig, Corey Seager, like just recently, Manny Ramirez. Like guys like that, you'd really expect just one of them
one of them
to have won.
Done it.
No, it took our one guy that were on a rental contract to come in and do it. Teoscar Hernandez has been awesome this year. I'm so glad he's starting tonight in the All-Star game. Totally deserves it. So
You can get a ticket to the All-Star game as low as $98.
Wow,
That's a good
that's
price
a
as a
deal.
I
Texas.
don't think they've been low like that in a while either.
Yeah.
the ones here were
The
expensive.
ones here were expensive.
Yeah, they're like $300 to get in.
I feel like, like just going back to earlier, the marketing for it this year was just weird.
Hey,
I feel like views were probably down.
Yeah, it's only like $500 to sit like right behind the dugout.
Yeah,
that's
insane.
insane to see the best players in the MLB.
in '97 we had a runner-up,
The
Larry
Rockies-
Walker, baby.
Oh, Larry Walker.
yeah.
He was nice.
Yeah, so I'm assuming if he was a runner-up and we know him that much as being a Rockies like legend, we are not winning this, maybe ever.
Ryan McMahon got you guys one day.
One day.
Like I said, $1.62. See you later.
Okay, so I think besides obviously the actual home run derby itself, I think the biggest story last night was the lady singing the national anthem.
Yeah.
What was her name?
Indris.
Ingrid.
Ingrid Andress.
Yep.
If anybody has the chance to go watch the the national anthem before the home run derby last night, please go watch it.
Jaw dropping.
It is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. She came out with a statement
I was
today.
gonna say, you say that now, and then it sounds really sad when she comes out with her statement. But okay, here's the thing.
Well, she
I
seems
could
like
blame
she
a
has
lot
good
of things
humor.
on being drunk.
Yeah.
What was her
I don't.
statement? Oh, she was drunk.
Yeah, she
Her-
said I was
like
drunk and
checking
I'm
herself
checking
in.
into rehab.
quote unquote. I'm not gonna bullshit y'all. That's when she started off with like that. I was like, okay, this is kind of funny.
Yeah.
I was drunk last night. I'm checking into myself into a facility today to get help I need. That was not me last night. I apologize to MLB, all the fans, and this country. I love so much for that rendition. I'll let y'all know how rehab is. I hear it's super fun. I
Yeah,
feel like she has a
yeah.
little bit of dry humor.
Oh,
So
for sure.
here's my take on it. I do think that if you check yourself into rehab, you definitely have a little bit of an issue. But I've been pretty drunk at karaoke nights. And I've never,
That's
I've never lost my touch there. And that's a professional Grammy-winning singer. You don't get drunk and then can't sing.
That was rough.
That was rough. I mean, that was embarrassing.
Fergie can rest.
Huh?
Yeah, she can.
I was gonna say that competes with Fergie.
Yeah.
It was bad.
See, the problem is like Fergie's was bad because she was doing too much.
Yeah.
This was bad because she couldn't do it at all.
Yeah.
That was the problem.
Yeah. No, I mean, hopefully she's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it did create great memes, and she seems like she had a great dry humor about it,
Yeah.
even though she's checking herself in. But
Maybe. You can say that, you never go.
Yeah.
so some could say it was a bad weekend to be an ear in the USA.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. We came
Did anything happen this weekend?
just inches away from our nation kind of shutting down for
Yeah.
about a week.
What happened?
Trump almost got shot. Or he did get shot.
Well, yeah.
He did get shot.
He almost got killed.
Yeah. Thoughts?
Ah, man.
Initial reactions?
Crazy. I mean, we were talking about it, like, for people our age, it's like the first thing that I can think of that was like how close we got to being that crazy. Like, we've had some stuff happen in our lifetimes that are horrible, that, shut everything down and stuff like that. But this is the first one that we would have really been like present for and like really understood the magnitude of it all. So yeah, it was insane hearing it for the first time, and I don't know.
It's great. I agree. The whole night, I just kept saying, I cannot believe someone shot at that dude.
Yep.
That is, takes a sack. It's crazy. Shouldn't do it. But, yeah, that's all I got, too. Crazy.
That's my president, baby. He's a badass.
I think Pardon My Take said it yesterday. Or not yesterday, I think it's Monday. Oh, yeah, I guess Monday, yesterday. For when this comes out, not yesterday. Pardon My Take said they were the first podcast to come out as anti-assassination. So should we come out as the second podcast to be anti-assassination?
Yes, we are
Yep.
anti-assassination.
Okay. Caden,
What's up?
We're anti-assassination podcast.
Most of the time.
Yep.
Most of the time.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
Whatever the group depends on. We're democracy over here.
Yeah. So that was an absolutely insane moment. I can keep comparing it to like a modern day JFK. If that was to like actually happen, like I just couldn't imagine. You know what I mean? Like
I think there'd be a war.
there would have been something. I don't know about war.
Right. I mean, it would just.
Shit would
I
go
don't know,
crazy.
dude. There are people out there that if that did happen, they would go guns a-blazing and start fighting people.
I just like wonder, like who would they fight though? Like
Any.
Yeah, never mind.
you want to finish?
Next topic.
Yep.
No,
Yeah.
I'm genuinely curious. Like if that was to actually happen, I get how crazy like of something that could be, but like who are they going to target like initially?
There are Trump supporters
I know.
that think he's practically Jesus Christ.
No, I get that.
And
But
if he were to be killed, they would blame it on the left. And
Of course.
I wouldn't be surprised if there were a good amount of them who would be willing to go all-out war on the left and
yeah,
instigate actual violence.
yeah. I just don't know how they could that quick.
You just start shooting people
I
with
just-
purple hair. You fucking got him.
I just don't know how quick they would be able to determine that the gunman, whatever
They don't
that
care,
crazy
bro.
dude's was.
Oh, they wouldn't care. They
That's
would
what I'm
blame it on
saying.
him.
They don't care who it is.
Yeah.
It's
And
immediately
the
going.
media would blame it on him too, because
yeah.
the media wants us to fight.
Yeah,
Like, that's
for
the
sure.
other thing too.
For sure. Well, an ear for an ear. Let's say I think it's Joe Biden's turn. So someone said if the
Well, I mean, he can't hear, so I think it's.
no, so
He doesn't have any of it. Right?
there was two reactions. I heard it, and they were like, if this was to happen to Joe Biden, one of two things would happen. It was like one, he wouldn't even reacted because he would not even know what happened. Like he just went through his ear and he'd be like, all right, and just kept talking. And the second one, it was like when he got tackled by Secret Service, he would have been dead off bat rather than the gunman itself. No, it is crazy, dude. How close? Like we were what? Was it like half an inch? Like
And probably less than that.
half an inch away
A
from.
small head turn from that dude getting.
Yeah, like
Smoke.
literally last second he did like one of these and it like.
So I saw like it was like the bullet trajectory thing. So there's that one where it misses him the first time because he like does that head turn, and then the second one also goes right by his head again. But whenever he grabs his ear, he moves it again, and it just crazy.
It's insane that like that close away from like
Those crazy
America changing.
mannerisms that everyone jokes about him.
They're actually
literally just saved his life.
It's a defense mechanism. It's not mannerisms. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's radical. They can't shoot me.
Beautiful reflexes. Some of the best reflexes.
It was a horrible shot.
The Shane Gillis stand-up finally came alive too.
Yeah.
So, you did it best. What was this?
It nicked me. It nicked me.
It nicked me. Terrible
Oh!
shot. Terrible shot. You're gay. Terrible shot. I'm so glad that came alive. All right. Any last thoughts on that before we move on? Our topics are kind of be related to this going into the second part of the show. So if you had any last takes on the Trump.
I think everyone just needs to love everybody.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Anti-assassination podcast.
Yeah.
Anti-violence.
Anti-violence.
All violence.
Besides,
We're
besides
pro-love.
UFC.
Besides UFC,
besides
we really
UFC.
do enjoy watching people beat the shit out of
And
each
hockey.
other. And that too.
And if they fought in
But
football.
murder is a little too much.
Actually, I guess last thoughts before we move on. Greatest video game of all time maybe came out.
Yeah. No,
Oof.
that's all I've been doing.
Lucky
I was
you.
up until 3:30 in the morning last night.
But I said we got a text at 2:30, and I was like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, the game, it never stops. I'm currently on Liberty right now trying to lead them to victory. Let's just say it's not going too well.
Not yet.
Not yet. But, long season. We're only about halfway through. So
When America almost gets put down, we get brought back up by
Yep.
NCAA football. Any thoughts for you guys? Childhood back or
Yeah, loving it. 11 years I've waited for this moment, and Joey got to see it. 11 years I waited to be completely dog shit for the first 2 games, but then it came back to me. It was like riding a bike.
yeah, it's a tough game.
It's like I said, you just forget everything, and it's
Mhm.
way different now. It's 10 years in the
so
technology.
much different than Madden by like a lot.
any thoughts
I
for you?
love it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love
I
it.
mean-
I was hoping Mo Bamba would only be at Penn State until I realized that
It's everywhere,
in
every single
almost
drive, all the
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because there's nothing
That
that,
made him
makes me
very
want
upset.
to jump off my roof more than when I'm already down 21-0, and like everyone should just be going home, and it's go. I'm just like, I got it. When you hear it that first time in the game, it's like,
Oh, that's
oh
cool.
shit. And then it's like the 7th time you're like, shut the fuck up. This is terrible.
Oh, that's hilarious.
There's no way people are still getting like excited about this.
Jumping around still.
It's like the only song in that game that I've heard.
So I'm saying I don't want to hear anything
But
else.
the drum lines?
Hard.
Me and Caden played in the Pop-Tart Bowl yesterday. That was pretty electric.
Yeah.
We didn't get to see the Pop-Tart. I was a little
No.
upset about that.
That's one thing I would say. There's a couple things in the next one I would like them to patch up a little bit with presentation. Like at the end of the game, like I won the Egg Bowl between Mississippi State and Ole Miss, and they like didn't hold the trophy.
Where's the mayonnaise?
and
Where's the
I'm
Duke
like-
mayonnaise?
I'm like, just
Come
throw it in there.
If you're gonna put the specify it as a rivalry game and make a big
Mhm.
presentation out of it, you got to go all out.
Yep.
We need trophies.
Mm-hmm.
We need it all.
I agree. I couldn't be more excited. Next week we're gonna do an all college football episode. We're gonna figure out a way to stream. Like we're gonna be the same setup, but you guys will be able to see some parts of the game. I just gotta figure out the
Yeah.
dynamics of sharing that from my PlayStation and saving it. But
We'll figure it
we're
out.
gonna be able to put like highlights on screen and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
people to watch along somewhat. So
Yep.
I'm excited for that. Couldn't be more excited that college football's back. We'll be playing that every day until Black Ops 6 comes out, and then still probably going to be playing
play
it.
that for a day, and then I'll go back.
Go
to
back.
college football.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
say, I don't know if Black Ops 6 is gonna last long.
And then
No,
Madden
but
will
it-
come out. I'll have that, and then I'm gonna import my Road to Glory player into that. Play with him for a couple games. Realize that game's not as good. Then go back to college football. Yeah,
Yep.
And then hopefully GTA 6 comes out in January.
we'll see.
Doubt it.
Hopefully.
Hopefully,
But yeah, can't wait to play right after we're done recording this. So
life is good. You know what I'm saying?
all right, we'll get into the ad read. We have a new one. Can't wait for you guys to see this one. And yeah, come back for the second part of the show. All right, exciting news, guys. We have a new sponsor, Verb Energy Bars. Simple, natural energy and protein bars. They have flavors like carrot cake, chocolate chip cookie dough, French toast, cookies and cream. Anything you could really think of. Brand new product. You guys should go check it out. Make sure you guys use our code, Rock Solid, all capitals, to get up to 30% off. Use Rock Solid, all capitals again. Get 30% off. You guys are going to enjoy it. You guys are going to love them. We all do. Yeah, go check them out. Welcome back to the segment part of the show. Again, no sports really on right now besides the MLB All-Star game did just start, if anybody was wondering. To get an update on that, it's 0-0.
Yep, at 6:30 on a Tuesday.
6:30 on a Tuesday. Great time for Major League Baseball All-Star game. So we decided today to do a slight dive, not a deep dive, slight dive into two conspiracy theories we kind of just picked out of a hat, I guess you could say, kind of random from a list. So we're going to do that. A little macrodosing-esque, if you've ever seen that podcast. They go and do like actual deep dives, like 30-minute long episodes of just deep dives into conspiracies.
Yeah.
They did obviously the one today on Trump's almost assassination. So, but yeah, so we're going to do the two. The first one we're going to do is the moon landing that happened a long time ago, 1969.
Yeah.
The moon landing conspiracy theories. On July 20th, 1969, the astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became the first human beings to set foot on the moon, allegedly. Over 530 million people watched one of the greatest human achievements occur. Somehow we still haven't seen Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game.
Yep.
In the following years, some Americans came to believe that the entire event had been a very expensive hoax created by the U.S. government. Conspiracy theories regarding the moon landing began and were popularized in the mid-1970s after numerous demonstrations of governmental dishonesty such as Pentagon Papers and the Watergate scandal. Maybe we got to get into those at one point. Many of the claims of the moon landing have been of being faked has to do with various errors in the photographs and videos taken during the event. One theory based on the depiction of space in this 1968 film, 2001: A Space Odyssey, is that a famed director, Stanley Kubrick, actually staged and filmed the moon landing. Such claims have been debunked by various experts, but they continue to live in American cinema, popular culture, and websites, just like we all do. What's your thoughts on the moon landing?
I think it's real.
You
I
it's
think
real?
if you don't think it's real and you thought it was filmed, that's the biggest crock of shit I've ever heard in my entire life, and it's extremely un-American. It is one of the only things that makes my blood boil when I hear about it. I'm just like, dude, we did it though. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like, well, they faked it. I'm just like, why not just go then? Yeah. You know, so like they built the rocket for what? Like they just built a rocket so it could shoot up into the sky and then just turn around and crash back onto Earth, you might as well just go if you're building a damn rocket anyway. And I get like the thoughts behind it too, of just like, well, it's great propaganda because you made Russia blow all their money.
Didn't this have to do something with the Cold War?
Yeah, because they were like, it was a space race to get there.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is they acted like they got there so Russia would blow a bunch of money and then not have anything to do. But it's just like, I don't know. It's extremely un-American in my opinion to think that we didn't land on it.
So you think it's real because why wouldn't they go if they had the technology
You
in
had
place?
the technology. You built the whole rocket. The rocket took off. Why you're already going to space?
Mm-hmm.
Just go land on the moon. I mean, it doesn't make any sense that they would be like, and then just back down and then just like hang out in space for a little bit and come back down.
Hang out in space.
The space station wasn't there yet, right? Obviously, I would assume not. If it was their first time landing.
Well, no, I think it was because it wasn't their first
Time in space.
exploration
In space, yeah.
like to the moon.
Yeah.
It was the first time landing on it.
Yeah,
for sure.
right. I've always fell in the middle. I'll say I'm a conspiracy theorist a little bit at heart. So the I wouldn't say evidence, but some of the stuff it makes me think. You're like, huh. But like I said, I've never really stood on one side of the hill. I always am like, I've probably leaned more towards it's fake just to for the get Russia out of there. Do I think we still landed on the moon? Yes. Do I think we still landed on the moon first? Yes. Was it that specific time? Maybe. I don't know. But either way, we won. So America.
We're a few words away from me calling you a communist here in a few seconds.
I know I was treading very lightly.
That's the whole point of this part of the show is just rip off hot takes. I mean, at this point, who cares? You know, your thoughts on the moon landing? But were Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin frauds?
I love conspiracy theories. I think they're super interesting. This one has never entertained me at all.
Yeah.
In my head, they did. There's no argument. And honestly, if they didn't and it was staged, it makes no effect on my life.
Yeah.
But I've always operated on the belief that, we landed on the moon and there's, no reason to have faked all of that. But I do love conspiracy theories, and there are some out there that I can get crazy on. But this one I've never.
Do you have like a specific reason on why you never entertained it? Like
this one?
Yeah.
I think because my honest answer is probably because it has no impact on my life regardless.
Yeah.
I've found in my own head that when I do dive into conspiracy theories more, it usually is because the result does have a direct impact on me.
Mm-hmm.
But
this one,
no, this one doesn't matter to me.
Really doesn't.
It would change nothing about my day to day.
Is he communist?
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe. No, I'm just kidding.
I just confirmed full belief
I'm
in
just
it.
You indirectly answer my question. Buzz
What was your
Aldrin, Neil Armstrong, frauds or not frauds?
No, I think they went.
Okay.
I think it's all true. Everything I was taught in school, I think is true regarding that.
Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong, frauds, not frauds.
Not frauds.
Frauds?
They're American heroes, Joey.
I'm just
Yep.
I'm just delegating the show.
I don't know what they are. I don't know.
Remember when Buzz Aldrin clocked that reporter?
I do. That is what I was thinking. I was like, he gets so mad when people come up to him, and I'm like, it kind of gives me the little bit more of like, maybe he did go.
Yeah,
Because he gets pissed.
Yeah.
He's like, you do not
living
think I
a
was
whole life
there.
and be like, you didn't go. She's like, yes, I did.
I
They-
stepped foot on it.
They planted the American flag, the famous picture.
Maybe.
Like maybe again, if they have that footage, how the hell do they not have Will Chamberlain's on camera? I just don't understand. If you're able to film something or take a picture on, you're not even on this
To
damn
take us
planet.
just a sidestep into this conversation here. Also, it feels like one of those things where I get maybe not broadcasting every game and filming every game. I get that. But you tell me no one got on the horn and was just like, hey, yo, this guy who's a foot taller than everybody is dropping like 75 points right now. We should maybe get some cameras on it right now. Like maybe let's pull up and get the show rolling a little bit. So that's why I don't believe Wilt Chamberlain did.
Ooh.
I don't know if I disagree. I don't know if anyone disagrees.
Now, do I think that he maybe put up 80 something?
80, right.
Yeah.
A nice 84.
Yeah.
Possible.
But he
100?
had the picture with the with the paper holding up number 100.
Yeah,
Anybody
I
can
can-
write something on
I'll
a piece of
Photoshop that shit
paper.
right now with Joey.
I'll go write
Joey
200.
scored
and
a
I
say
could
scored
print out
200.
$1,000 of fake money and hold it. That don't mean I'm a millionaire.
That was my whole point.
Well, because it'd be $1,000.
Communist.
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 This motherfucker wants to share everything.
only a communist would think like that. No, I do think the moon landing was real. The flag's up there, right? I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still up there. It was up there at some point. It has to be.
Oh, it's just white now. apparently.
They decided, or
it's bleached.
it just came out recently that we actually discovered a cave on the moon.
Yeah.
So like, again, even if you said even that wasn't the first time.
And I found a mountain on Jupiter. What are we talking about? Who was there? Who saw the cave? I'm just kidding.
NASA. I think. I don't know.
Couldn't tell you.
I don't know who else would.
Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah, but no,
he
he's
returned.
I think one of them's a fraud. I don't know who, but if one of them just get those off.
It's
fraudulent
Armstrong.
behavior.
It's got to be the
Neil
Armstrong. Got to be the Armstrong.
What's the guy's name that's the biker?
Lance.
Lance
The
Armstrong.
guy with one nut.
That's a fraud.
Yeah, the oxygen user.
Yeah, he's a fraud.
Unbelievable.
Oxygenated.
And if you and he has to be brothers with Neil Armstrong. I'm just gonna say it. Not really, but they're both frauds.
Could be his son.
Is that
They could be
like
like-
the age? Yeah.
uncle and nephew.
Would you guys ever go to space if you had the chance?
Yeah.
Probably. I would love to do a spacewalk.
You guys all have more balls than me. I would never.
I think it would be the most jaw-dropping, awing experience. of my
Looking
life.
at the Earth from not on the Earth,
I've seen videos of people do it where they just go like just barely into space and come back
Yeah.
down, and they're just like crying because of how like beautiful and like shocking it was.
Dude thinks he's in the Interstellar movie.
Yeah, dude.
Uh,
I would. Yeah.
I my only thing is I've never like you see those videos of rockets like go up like 10 feet and then just blow the fuck up. That always worries
Well,
me.
they wouldn't
Best
put
case
you on
scenario.
one of those ones.
I'd hope not. You never know though. You never know what kind of rocket you're getting. Do you know everything about rockets? Do you know?
I'm willing to
do you know
bet
a
that
safe
when they
rocket?
send people up into space, they're pretty positive it's not going to blow up 10 seconds after going off the ground.
Pretty positive.
Pretty positive is
You
keyword.
you tell the victims of the challenge of that.
Yeah.
No, because remember
I bet
like
they were pretty positive.
didn't like Elon Musk's like blow up a couple years ago, like his SpaceX one that he was trying to get up there, like his first initial one like blew up.
I was about to say he's been doing pretty good about them rockets so recently. I see him launch them like once a month. He's like, yeah, we got another rocket going up. So this one's gonna be
So-
even cooler.
So he has rockets going up, but he can't make Cybertrucks that work.
Yeah.
Brother, that car shouldn't
That's all I'm
have
saying.
started working.
That's all I'm saying.
Should have never been drawn
That's
up.
all I'm saying. Not everything. For me, it's just not like 100%. You're getting up there and coming back down, and that's what
Oh,
worries
yeah.
me.
yeah.
100%. That I agree.
Hey, but
I would
if there's
agree
a
with
place
that,
to
yeah.
go out, exploding in space.
Yeah. Yo, what
But
happened
what
to
about
Jackson?
exploding on Earth? That doesn't sound fun.
But he was in a rocket. But he was in a fucking rocket going. He was going. He was on his way. And then he died.
I don't know. Yeah, that just doesn't appease me. That like it just kind of reminds me of like the people that were trying to go search the Titanic. Obviously, they were
Nah, that shit's
a
stupid as
little
hell.
more stupid.
Dumb as fuck.
Ocean Gate or whatever the hell that was called. That was a little stupider, but
Yeah.
They should have known once they heard gate in the title they should not go.
it's like, oh yeah, you're gonna go hop on this. We're gonna go search the Titanic on this thing called Titanic Gate. We should get on there, you know.
Like
Sorry.
deflate gate?
It's time to go.
Yeah, the Xbox controller.
PS1 controller.
All right, everybody.
I heard
lock
they.
up.
I heard they're doing it again.
Yeah, I heard the own like
Probably, yeah.
the
Yeah.
owner of it
Well, because
is
they
going
had
down.
multiple successful runs before that. I mean,
Yeah,
all the
sure.
way down there though, right? It was like
I thought they had like one or two like where they made it down and then came back up, and I think that was like the third, fourth maybe.
Yeah.
I didn't think they made it all the way down though.
Would you rather go up and explore into space or go down and
Up.
explore
Up
those?
100%.
Up. I
Fuck
can't.
the
I
ocean.
can't
The
do
ocean
water.
is a shit show
It's-
of prehistoric nature under there. Like who
In
knows?
complete darkness.
Yeah.
Not that space
Terrifying.
isn't either, but at least you'll
No,
have the
there's
sky
still-
on the way up there.
You can
Yeah.
still see like
Yeah.
stars in the sun.
Yeah.
There's still light.
I guess it's like
Nothing can get you in space.
what do they say? We don't
Watch
know.
yourself.
We don't know 70% of the ocean or whatever they say.
We've only explored 30%. Yeah.
And obviously, we probably haven't explored even
Point-
30% of
no.
space.
Point
Not even
0.001.
close. But like,
Yeah.
space is so much bigger. So like, for me, it's just like I don't know. The ocean. The fact that we haven't got to 70% of it really scares me.
Yeah.
In space, I kind of can expect. So yeah, you're not going to get all that. That's too far, especially getting out of like the galaxies.
Mhm.
So
If anyone made it out of the galaxy, wow, it's impressive. shit.
Guardians,
They did.
the Guardians of the
They
Galaxy.
did.
Yeah,
You're right.
A
They
little
did.
jump points.
Groot. I forgot about him.
yeah Groot. and
American hero.
What's the raccoon's name?
Rocket.
Rocket. Yeah,
See?
Bradley
See?
Cooper.
See?
Rocket. What was
Mhm.
Chris Pratt?
Yeah.
Chris
Yeah.
Pratt. The green girl.
Gamora.
I know a little bit of all.
Yeah, I know the
I know a
colors.
little bit of Guardians.
Zoe Saldana. Or whatever.
Didn't name a single one by its name.
Raccoon. Who's that?
I named Chris Pratt.
What's his
Star
name?
of the movie, Chris Pratt.
What's his
obviously.
name?
His name is Chris Pratt.
No, in the movie.
It's like rangefinder or some shit. No?
Homelander.
Star
Lord.
No, Star Rocket Space.
Okay.
Guardians
Peter
of the
Quill,
Galaxy.
if you will.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, we'll go on to the last conspiracy theory. This one's a little of a harsher subject, I'd say. Death of Jeffrey Epstein. Do I need to even share his story?
No, I don't think everyone gets it.
I think everybody knows who he is, and if you don't, good.
Yeah.
Honestly. So, did he kill himself?
I don't know.
It's time to have hot takes.
Nah, he
No,
didn't
no.
kill himself. There ain't no way he killed himself. He was
Nah.
about to get loose on them rich people.
Well,
Oh,
but
yikes.
here's where I stand in between it. It's one of those things where it's like I can understand both happening, but it seems weird that they would go ahead and kill him, and then all the shit gets leaked out
Anyway,
like 10 years later anyway.
it wasn't even 10 years, like 3 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really soon.
So yeah, it's like I don't know why you would kill him and then just
If you're gonna release it anyway.
and you're gonna just release everything anyway. That doesn't make any sense. So but
but
Was it a private prison?
no.
Because if it wasn't controlled by the government, then they'd have no say really over what gets released.
he was taken and placed in the Metropolitan Correctional Center in Lower Manhattan, which doesn't sound
Any prison
Private?
could be private. But yeah, no, I get that's why I asked. Because if you're a private prison, I feel like you can just release whatever you want, and the government can't really.
he
say
was
too much.
he was in like a solitary confinement too. Like he
Exactly,
wasn't
yeah.
he was away
Yeah.
from everybody,
From prisoners,
from other prisoners.
not
Mm.
people that could potentially get hired and work there and go kill them.
Yeah, like
Maybe.
did the
I don't know.
guards, did the
When
guard.
you really start thinking about the logistics of this, it gets pretty messy. Of
Gets
like
fishy.
how it would happen.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah. Just like all conspiracy theories, none of it really makes sense.
So you
That's
said-
why it's a conspiracy
So
theory.
you said maybe.
So maybe.
You said he definitely did not kill
No, I
himself.
don't think he did. I think
I
he
don't
got
think-
smoked.
No, I'm on that side too.
I don't think
Someone
he killed himself.
real rich up there that we probably don't even know their name or anything about them was like, yo, this dude's got my name a lot on that island. We need to get him out of here.
Mhm.
Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm.
You think he killed himself?
No.
Yeah. neither
This
do I.
is one of the ones I am interested in. I think there are
This one has a
I think
huge
there are
effect on
people.
me.
Doesn't have a huge effect on me, but on a broader spectrum, it does because I think it leads to the top of the people that are in charge of everything that we don't
Yeah.
know that
Mhm.
control everything that
Mhm.
does impact me. So
Bunch of damn kid diddlers.
it's disgusting. But no, I don't think he killed himself.
Yeah, neither do I. Is Ghislaine Maxwell like she's safe? Like, there's no way
No.
she's safe.
Is it
like,
her trial over already?
No, she's still in
Oh,
there.
is it? I thought it ended.
I don't
or
think her
something.
trials happened for. I think it's still a lot of time.
I don't know. I thought I saw.
I don't know. It might be one of those things where, like we said, all the names are out, and it's
Yeah.
like, what would be the point?
But
in
it's not
doing
like
it?
everything's out, right? It's just like the potential people that were on flight logs. Like, I was told there was like hard drives of like videos, pictures, all this stuff. Like, where's that stuff at? You know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that stuff is with the rich people that
Yeah.
got him killed.
But like
Stephen
I heard the
Hawking.
FBI's like, yeah, Stephen Hawking was the craziest one on that list. If there was one person,
Yeah, June 28, 2022, she got sentenced to 20 years
that's it.
for conspiring with Jeffrey Epstein to sexually abuse minors.
Dang, that's a 20
We
year
got
thing.
20 years
20
for that.
years?
Yep, sentenced to 20 years in June 28, 2022. She's already done 2.
That's crazy.
That's
Yep.
because the people
It's-
who killed him were at the top.
The judicial
Mm.
system, besides this is even deeper than just the judicial system, but it is not a well-working system.
Yeah, you have a strong opinion on that.
I have my whole life.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if she'll survive jail. I don't know.
Well, I mean, she got 2 years down. I feel like if you can get through like first 2 years, you
If they were gonna do it, they would have.
they would have got her ass. But she's a woman's prison too. That's what you have to think. Men are way more violent and care probably. I wouldn't say that. I guess women can be real angry in the prison. But I just mean like I feel like when it comes to like that stuff, men are typically gonna kill you or beat the shit out of you, and women are probably just gonna be like, I don't know. I'm not real into prison politics. I won't lie.
It seems like you're deep into it.
I'm just taking a guess.
Like a gander. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he killed himself either, personally.
Yeah.
I think the guards in there have some heavy hitting sticks that they can use. Yeah, that probably just beat the shit out of him.
I think he was.
Because they said he hung. I think they said he hung himself.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. Maybe.
Well, you can hang someone.
I think Aaron Hernandez hung himself.
Oh, yeah.
No, he definitely.
Yeah, he did that.
Because
But he had motives.
Yeah.
His makes sense.
all the money was going to go to his kids.
Exactly.
After he died. That one made sense.
Like that, yeah, it made sense.
I feel like.
Didn't he write a letter too that was like, "Yo"?
Yeah. Did Epstein ever write a
I'm
letter? I
gonna
don't
use-
think so. I don't think Epstein ever wrote a letter.
And he's the kind of guy that would write a letter, you know.
And now somehow Jeff Epstein's in NCAA 25.
Yeah.
A 3-star recruit from Birmingham. That's insane. All right. Any last thoughts?
Don't listen to the government.
Mm.
And that's what.
And don't go to jail.
Yeah.
Especially
Getcha.
don't do that.
Yeah. Or never go to an island when somebody tells you should come.
Mm.
Unless you're friends.
Well,
Maybe.
All right.
Unless you know your friends.
sounds like
And you know their
every
morals. No, you got to know their morals.
You gotta know their parents.
How about if you're a kid, just don't go anywhere without your parents.
I'm not
If you're a
saying
kid, you
kids.
shouldn't be listening to this.
I'm not saying kids. I'm
There's
saying
no casting director on that island.
if
Stay home.
there is Nickelodeon.
Uh,
Oh, damn.
That would have been a good conspiracy.
yeah.
Mr. Schneider.
Mr.
Nickelodeon.
Toe Man.
Yeah. it was a foot, right? The logo was a foot for Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like always obsessed
For
with.
his thing. I
He was
think.
always obsessed with toes. Jeez. Hollywood, fuck Hollywood, man. We're coming for you guys.
We're burning it
We're gonna be
down.
big Hollywood stars.
No, we're gonna take Hollywood down. We are.
The Matrix.
Castle Rock is the new Hollywood.
No,
Yep. Just put the sign up right now.
no.
On top
Really
of the rock.
hope not.
I really hope not. That bad stuff happens there. All right, well, let's wrap this up. Any last words for the people?
Huh? Love everybody.
Yeah.
I said what I had to say.
Anti-assassination podcast.
Don't trust the government.
And go play college football. All right, see you guys next week.
Peace.
Go tell somebody you love them. It might just make their day. Peace.
Peace.